Okay friends, we're back out here working on the Riviera. We're started at the back of the car. We got the shocks off it. Can you tell the shocks are off? So pinion seal fix worked great. It's been about a week ago since we changed that. There's absolutely nothing dripping. It's good to go. And now, since we took the gas tank out to restore that, we also discovered that there is a bad patch of metal in the trunk here. And so you can see, and the previous owner looks like they took and maybe put some POR 15, you know, some rust killer stuff on there. But that's not really going to work for us. So we're going to take and we're going to cut this metal out and we're going to replace it. So we'll show you how to do that, and the first step is to cut it out. And to do that, what you want to do is always make sure you cut your lines as straight as you can, and that just makes it easier to put the replacement panel in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it where I want to cut and actually cut the bad metal out, and then we'll clean up. It looks like this is sitting on a support under there. We'll clean that up as well. So first thing I'm going to do, like I said, is just mark it out. And just use a straight edge for that. Any straight edge. Again, this isn't really rocket science. Mark it. See there the mark, you know. Okay. Whatever it is. We'll maybe get a bigger garage so we don't have to be all jammed up on everything. But the beauty of it is, I'm showing you, I mean, you don't need a big garage really to restore a car and make it really cool. So
what's the next thing?
the next thing is safety.
Safety.
Alright, I gotta get some safety. Oh, I got my glasses on. I'm fine. I got my glasses on, but I want to get some hearing protection because this grinder, you know, is kind of loud. So
I'm getting backed up here.
Back up there, son. And
You could actually use the welding helmet now. It has a grinding function.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think I need that for this. But I would like some hearing protection.
I'll just have to plug my ears.
What?
I'll just have to plug my ears.
Yeah, it's not too loud, but... Well, we got another pair of hearing protection right there.
Oh, okay, yeah, just a second. Let me get this set up so it can see what you're doing. Just a lot of noise is going to be coming from this week.
Yeah, it's kind of loud. Now, it's kind of, you know, not the easiest to see. It's in a little bit of an awkward spot. But,
Wait, we have a handle somewhere.
no, I'm good. I need the flexibility here. So I'm going to have to go like this. You know what I mean? You know, not too bad for, you know, kind of a weekend warrior garage guy. But again, I'm just using a grinder wheel, disc, metal cutting disc, and then I'm going to try to follow those lines as closely as I can. It's hard to be perfect, and you're not going to be. But again, you just want to make it as straight as you can make it. Wouldn't want to do this before you had the gas tank out. Maybe that's kind of obvious, right? But anytime you're grinding, you want to make sure there's no combustibles around. And since we've got everything stripped out of the back end, there's really nothing but the metal of the car, so you don't have to worry about the sparks right now. Kind of tight over there. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is kind of previously tack welded to this support under there, so I'm probably going to have to grind a lot of this off, but I'll use a different grinder for that. This metal can be really sharp too, so you want to be careful. Anytime you're working around metal that's been cut like this, yeah, and it's just a matter of getting that old sheet metal off there. Yeah, here's where I'm going to have to get my grinder, son, and just grind it off on these spot welds. This is going to stay. We're going to have to fix this, but this stays. So I'm just trying to take as much as I can off to where I can help identify where it's stuck. And then I know that's an area of a spot weld that I'm going to have to grind off. Like this here, I'm just going to grind this. Get me some leather gloves. The other thing about metal is it just doesn't seem to like to be rocked around a lot. It weakens it and then it allows it to break off.
Repeat that?
Yeah, you can see these spot welds, and these are still pretty good. So again, I'm gonna have to grind those. So let me get my grinder wheel. I'll clean up, there's a little nick here. Now, I know there's guys out there who do the body work for a living, and they probably do a lot better job, maybe a straighter cut, that kind of stuff. And they may even have other ways of doing this, and I'd be happy to have them share, you know, any tips or advice they would have on this. But this is kind of how I was shown, and it works for me. I mean, the key is to get the metal, the rusty metal out of there and get new metal in there. So I'm going to switch over from this cutting wheel now to a grinding wheel, and then I'm going to grind the tops of these where these welds are and over here as well, and then I can get the rest of that metal off. I'll just admit it. I mean, I try, but I'm not real good, as I suspect most people are, with always returning my tool to